Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotion for today. And what I've been talking about this week for the most part is how to be good stewards. Now, we in our world in science, I remember when my kids were taking, I think it was biology, that they had to start looking at every creature on earth as either a producer or a consumer. These were the two categories. And producers, they produced, they offered things that consumers then would come in and consume. And it seemed like this was not a fair relationship for the most part, but nature had a cycle. And so I think that there's another category that we as people of faith should be called to be, not just producers and not just consumers. In fact, those should be the lesser of who we are. We really should be creators. I'm going to go back to Genesis again, because in the beginning when God created, He created us male and female in His image. He created us to be creative. Go forth, be fruitful, multiply. That didn't just mean have babies. That meant bear fruit. That meant be creative. That meant offer something to the world that no one else can, and offer it as a gift that keeps on going well beyond your time on earth. I read a poem by Wendell Berry one time called The Mad Farmer Liberation Manifesto. And it had this beautiful line in it that said this: invest in sequoias. That is, his idea was to give something to the world that you would never see, that you would never bear the fruit from. To use an old Boy Scout motto, leave it better than you found it. As a person of faith, that is truly a deep part of what it means to be a co-creator with God, co-creator in recreating and helping this world to grow and multiply and be fruitful. It means I have to look at the world from a different perspective and priority. It means I have to look at the time that I have. It means I have to look at the finances I have. It means I have to look at the purchases I buy. It means all these things for me to be a good steward of the creation, a good steward of what God has shared with me, and a steward who looks to the eye, that realizing that I have to pass this on. I have to pass this on to my children, to my children's children. And the legacy I desire most is to be one that says, I was faithful, I was a good steward, I left it better than I found it, and I made it better together. I was creative with God. And in that creative creation that continues to be created, something new happened, and it was beautiful. Go be a creative creator with God. Go be a good steward, and find that it creates a world that you are proud as a legacy to leave behind for others. Amen.